set for 12. And the bell sounds. Purdy, after a long wait, Holyfield finally gets his chance.
And you don't see that difference in size that everybody talks about. The first thing that strikes you is they look about the same, except one man looks a little bit heavier. But there's not this huge size difference that everybody talked about.
Douglas with 5 career first-round knockouts. Holyfield with 2.
I don't think you can look for early knockout action, although anything happens in a heavyweight championship fight. This is going to be a chess game for a while.
The left hook by Holyfield.
Holyfield wants to set that tempo fast. Remember, he wants to get in there. He does not want to let James, Buster Douglas, punch that with that left. As long as he's outside, he keeps his hands up. When he gets inside, he crosses them so that that uppercut that was so devastating to Tyson doesn't land.
Round number 1. Buster Douglas against Evander Holyfield.
Evander throwing a hard hook that missed.
Holyfield pressing the action as we expected. Has not got to the body as much as we thought.
Well, this is the first round. He wants Buster Douglas to get tired of missing with that jab, and then he's going to start getting under it. Right now, he doesn't need to because he's not hitting anything.
Left hand got in by Holyfield. Douglas tried to counter right.
Also, he's not bouncing. He's carrying an awful lot of weight.
Douglas has not been able to get the jab working early on.
He has not established anything right now. He's just catching and going to Holyfield's tempo, which is what Holyfield wants.
Make Douglas fight at a pace he has never fought at before. Good right hand by Holyfield. There's the left.
Buster, who has not been able.
A right hand hurt Douglas along with the left.
That was a solid punch. Good round for Evander Holyfield. Stay on the outside. Out jab him. Try to start landing to the body. But above all, stay outside. Don't get inside to get mauled by this guy. Let him get tired first.
For 12, James Buster Douglas, Evander Holyfield. The undisputed heavyweight championship from the Mirage.
Douglas said he is going to out jab him. The jab is what should control Holyfield if it's working right for Buster Douglas.
Very big body. That's one of the keys he talked about. Work the body of Douglas. Douglas can't keep him away with the jab at this point.
Goes that jab of Holyfield's again in the corner. Georgie Benton said keep that jab going. You're out jabbing him. Let's do that for one more round. And he's following the corner instructions of Georgie Benton.
Referee Mills Lane. A small guy in there.
That was the difficulty, but if there's one small guy you want, it's Mills Lane. He's one of the best referees in the world, and he is aggressive.
Right hand by Holyfield found the mark.
Tire out Holyfield.
We hit the closing seconds of round number 2.
But right now, nothing has happened with Buster to show that he was a better fighter than when he won the title from Tyson. Certainly not as good so far as when he won from Tyson.
He has not gotten his jab working to this point, but he sees Douglas holding at this point.
That could cost him a point.
And round number 2 is in the books. Let's follow James Buster Douglas as he heads back to his corner. And we get set for the start of round number 3. So far, Evander Holyfield has followed the blueprint.
And you can see the difference in the corners, Bob. In the corner of Holyfield, it's all action and talk. They got a game plan. They're energetic in getting their guy going. In the other corner, they seem to be very quiet and seem to be very happy with the performance of Douglas thus far, just telling him to throw combinations.
Still talked about his corner. George Benton. There's a good right hand by Douglas. His first meaningful punch of the fight.
That's the first hard right hand he threw. But at least he threw something hard, and which he didn't do in the first 2 rounds. Now he's trying to land hard punches. Last 2 or 3 have been hard. Again, at the hand in the back of the head of Holyfield. Mills Lane is not above taking a point. You better watch that.
That time by holding Holyfield. Right hand stuns Douglas.
Caught him going in. He is not going to get up. There goes the heavyweight championship of the world.
Mills Lane with the count.
Holyfield has been named the heavyweight championship of the world.
Evander Holyfield with a 3rd round knockout puts Gets away. Buster Douglas. Simmons and Michael Spink.
Let's take a look at that. Let's take a look at that. Look at that uppercut. That's what he wanted to land. The right hand, solid. He's already going down. The left hook misses, but you only needed that right hand. A picture perfect right hand that Holyfield had practiced in case the uppercut would come in and miss. He landed exactly what he practiced. Let's watch it again. Comes the right hand, misses. He's trying Douglas for the first time. There's the uppercut. And the right hand over the uppercut. Out he goes. He's 2 minutes. And, of course, Holyfield will never again be said has not got a punch. I think you can put that one to bed. You can also put down to bed that he's not big enough to be a heavyweight.
Well, we mentioned Joe Frazier first won the title at 202 pounds. And we see Evander Holyfield at 208. A big right hand puts down Douglas. That is all he needs.